Last time on Ben 10 Alien Force Doom Dimension, Ben was stuck within the fourth dimension, along with the bounty hunter Aztec, who was sent to Earth to kill him. Meanwhile, on the regular plane of existence, Gwen and Kevin, who believe Ben is dead, are searching for the Forever Knights in order to avenge their fallen friend. This video will go over Volume 2 of the story and conclude the events of Doom Dimension. We begin the second volume where we left off, with Aztec explaining to Ben that everything, all the destruction, Gwen's grief, and the situation that they're in now, being stuck in the fourth dimension, it's all Ben's fault, while the hero looks over at all the collateral damage. We get Aztec's backstory, and he explains on his way to Earth, he was met by a hybrid ship, who then proceeded to shoot him down on his way to the planet, causing him to crash land. The bounty hunter then tries to explain once more that the planet would be better off without Ben, and even try to reason with him, in which Ben continues to ignore him, turn into Jet Ray and fly off to search for the chronostasis generator. But in doing so, because of Jet Ray's speed, he ends up unknowingly leaving a small path of destruction in the real world due to him flying at the speed of sound. Meanwhile, Kevin and Gwen, still looking for the Forever Knights, find themselves in an abandoned amusement park. Kevin tries to joke around and make fun of the situation, but Gwen isn't really having any of it, solely focused on the Knights. Kevin wonders if the ride still works, causing the two to be knocked inside the Tunnel of Love, ride and sent down to the Dark Tunnel, being met with animatronics and also the Forever Knights. While they're fighting, the king of this faction of knights is in possession of the chronostasis generator, trying to figure out just what the device does when he gets word that Gwen and Kevin are in the area and decides to lead them into a trap to test their new toy. By tampering with the device, the Duke unknowingly activates a failsafe which causes a charge to build up. The signal is sent to Aztec, who informs Ben in the middle of their fight that if the device were to explode, it would destroy all life within 4 miles. Aztec and Ben track down the signal and find Kevin and Gwen battling the king. Aztec notices that the king is leading the two towards the chronostasis generator, and Ben leaps into action in order to help his friends, but time's out. And it's not helping that they're out of sync when it comes to time. Gwen and Kevin defeat the king, but when given the opportunity to kill him, Gwen isn't able to do it. Ben turns into Echo Echo and uses his sonic scream to triangulate the blast back at the generator, causing the device to become disabled. Aztec strikes Ben out of anger, as they are now not only still stuck in the dimension, but will now be moving even further backward through time. Ben states that he did more than Aztec did, and he'd do it again if it meant that his friends would live. Just then, Ben spots a knight who is about to shoot at Kevin and Gwen when he runs in front of a blast which sends him back into the normal space, where he's now moving at the same speed as the rest of the world. Gwen then saves Ben from the knight in front of them, before she runs over and hugs him. Ben then explains what happened with the particle accelerator and that Aztec was now stuck in the fourth dimension, getting a grand tour of the universe. The story ends with the team all leaving the Knights' headquarters, with Ben posing the question of what they were doing was truly the right thing to do. So I really enjoyed this story, and it seemed as though, to me at least, it ended in a way to maybe continue on to other stories, especially with the moments where Aztec would try to explain to Ben that as much power as he has and as much saving as he believed he was doing, because of the Omnitrix and how he was so irresponsible with it, at sometimes he was still doing the same amount of damage as he was saving people. We see that in the panel of Jet Ray flying away and leaving a large gust of wind behind him, causing a bunch of people in the city to almost be knocked over by the force he created. And of course, with the fight with Chroma Stone and all the damage they caused to the city. Maybe they did have other stories planned out, but the books didn't sell as well. Or maybe this was the only story that they wanted to tell. But regardless, I like the idea of Ben looking back at the power he holds and unsure if he's worthy of it, and afraid that he might hurt someone, or deciding that because of his mastery over the Omnitrix, maybe he'd be better off exploring the universe and doing whatever he wanted besides being limited to Earth. But that was Ben 10 Doom Dimension. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment if you want. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you when I see you.